Hello everyone, welcome to the first video in our Intelligence Mobile App update series. Let's jump right into showing a few recent things we've done in the app, and then we'll cover some future release stuff on the roadmap for the rest of the year and into 2023. With the 3.4.0 release in December of last year, we added regional reports for the location and operators and permits and players reports. I'll show you how that works right now. Now I've already got a filter set for location and operators, but this works the same way for permits and players. I'll tap on that first one there and you can see this report is for the whole US. However, up in the top left there where it says View Regional, if I tap that, it'll open up the regional reports for me. I'm just going to select Mid-Continent. And when I do that, you see it opens up the report that is Mid-Continent only. These will be especially useful to the OFS crowd who work on a regional basis and don't need to see the data for the whole US all at once. The 3.4.1 and 3.5.0 releases, both in February of this year, were minor releases with just a few bug fixes. They also included some small performance enhancements in each. With the 3.5.1 release earlier this month, we also added in some upgrades to backend libraries that power the app. You won't notice anything on the front-end user experience in the app, but we needed to make some changes that will help us in understanding feature usage a little better. All right, looking ahead. Just a quick note before I go into some detail. All the dates and information I'm about to pass on to you is forward-looking and plans on our roadmap for the next 3 or, say 15 months or so. So a lot of long-term stuff on here, including release numbers and dates that can change. A mention on update requirements for the current 3.5.1 release and really any future releases going forward. We plan on requiring all users to be on the latest version of 3.5.1 very soon. This means you'll need to either turn on auto updates if you haven't for the app in your settings on device, or you'll need to manually update from the app and Play stores before using the app. That's happening very soon, so be on the lookout. Okay, 3.5.2 in August is another minor update with some backend library changes, so I won't deep dive that one. The 3.6 release in September or October timeframe will be a big deal, I think, for a lot of customers. In addition to some underlying security changes, we'll be adding a new piece of content called Analyst Takes to the live feed. And with that, you'll have the option of receiving a push notification for those specifically, which will be extremely valuable if you want that insight from our intelligence team sooner rather than later. That's a big deal, so stay tuned. Okay, on to 2023 work for us that we have planned. We spoke to a number of our top users earlier this year and gathered a lot of great feedback and suggestions for how to improve the app. You told us how you use the app today and what we can do to make your work life a little more efficient in the future. We listened closely, and we now have a number of big plans on what we can do there. Since this is more than 6 months away, I'll give you a quick look of what we're working on now in the design department. This is one of the possible designs for what our new dashboard will look like in the tablet version of the 4.0 app. You said you wanted more customization of the dashboard tiles, especially when it comes to pricing, so we've added that in. We've also got plans to probably, and I say probably because this may change later, that is plans to move the podcast feature somewhere else in the app, probably the live feed, and replace that with the research spotlight. That content is much more fresh and usually more relevant to today, so it needs to be more front and center. I won't show you any more mocks right this moment. You'll have to wait until the release to see the real thing, but I will say that our plan is really to refine and customize the user's experience in the app. We'll do this by having an onboarding process as you log in the first time that will help you tailor the app to your liking. And these includes things like setting pre-built filters to the research and publication types you care about the most, letting you set custom push notifications or not, and just an overall ability to simplify the content down to what you want to see most in your particular area of interest. The last thing I want to say today is that we're also working on what we internally call Project Switchover. These will be a series of 2023 releases that will really convert the data sets like rigs, permits, wells, deals for sale, transactions, company acreage, and even our global layers over to sync up with the Prism web platform. This is absolutely huge. As a side note, this also gives us the ability to allow you to view or even edit your Prism workbooks in mobile format if there's interest in that from our user base. We'll be exploring that idea in the months to come. As always, we'd love to hear from you on this and anything else you have ideas on. All right, that's it for this video. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.